Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day so far. I am starting off with a nice heavy moisturizer to ensure a glowy skin look later. And now I'm jumping into my eyes. I am using this Milani Concealer as my primer slash base. I've been using concealer as a base forever and it just really works for me. So I highly recommend this one. I actually really like it. It's a nice hydrating concealer. And now I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer so it's easy to blend things out. Use any translucent powder, just a nice little dusting like so, and you're good to go. Obviously, I'm using the Morphe 35G palette today. I'm starting off with the shade Sandy. I'm going to blend that back and forth from inner corner to outer corner in my crease, and I'm even kind of lightly stretching out my eyelid here to make sure I get every little nook and cranny. The second shade I'm using is SPF, which is a really pretty warm brown. Obviously, this whole palette is warm for the most part. So I'm starting by packing that onto my outer corner and then blending it up and out and then more towards the inner corner. So if you'll notice, a majority of that color is on the outer corner, outer crease of my eye. And then I'm just blending that out with the first brush that I used. This shade is called Record Temps. It's really pretty. It's kind of just a darker, more red version of SPF. I'm using a small brush to go ahead and place that down on the outer corner. And we're kind of doing the same thing here. We're blending up and out towards the end of my tail of my brow. And then I'm going to start to blend it in. And then I'm just going back in with SPF to really make sure that those colors are nice and blended together so we have a really, really pretty gradient. So this look is a lot of blending, but it is definitely worth it. Do not give up. I promise you're going to love the finished look. This shade is called Tan Up. It is, again, a slightly redder and deeper version of the previous shade. So same technique, I'm patting it on my outer corner. I'm going to blend up and out. I really want to give myself that cat eye look, so that is the purpose of putting your darker colors on the outer corner and blending up and out to kind of pull that eye up. And then I'm just going in with a clean blending brush to make sure all of my browns are blended nicely before I add this black shade, which is called Deep End. So I'm using an even smaller brush to lightly pat that onto my outer corner. It's important to pat any matte shades if you want to be able to blend them. And then if you'll notice, I did pick up that brush that I used for Tan Up to go ahead and blend that black out. The purpose of that is so I don't have black everywhere all over my outer corner, because I do want this to be a nice controlled blended look. So keep that in mind if you're trying this out at home or the next time you use black. Try to add with one color and blend with another. I'm sorry, add with one brush and add, what am I saying? Add with one brush and blend with another. That really helps to keep your looks nice and clean. So moving on, we are cutting the crease. You can do a full cut crease, you can do a half cut crease, you can do a 2/3 cut crease, which is kind of what this is. All I do is I take concealer and I line my lash line and I look up, and then I have my nice little stamp. And then once I have that cut, the shade that I'm using, the main shade here is Sunning. It is gorgeous. It's a nice, rich yellow gold. It's gorgeous for summer. I'm packing that onto the middle of my lid. I used a little bit of setting spray to intensify it, and then I'm going to lightly blend that towards the black. And then when I have almost nothing on my brush, I'm going to taper that in towards the inner third of my eye. And then I'm just using that same brush that I used to blend out the black and the dark browns with to blend my gold and my outer corner together. And this gorgeous shade is called Tropics. Sorry, my shot is so crappy here. I was just really invested into what I was doing and not paying attention to the angle of the camera. But it is a gorgeous peachy apricot champagne gold mix. It's perfect for summer, perfect to kind of lighten up that inner corner. And then that's it for now on the eyes, and we're going to jump into skin. I did my foundation and concealer off screen because it's the same thing every time, and I kind of just wanted to highlight these Morphe products. This is one of their liquid highlighters in the shade Optic, I want to say. I'm not sure. I will have it linked down below. It came in a set of 4. I do not believe you can buy them separately, but it is really, really pretty. It's super easy to blend out. I'm definitely going to be using this shade all summer. It's a really pretty kind of champagne gold for anyone out there who is fair skinned who can't actually wear a gold bronzer. So really pretty color. And then I just wanted to share this little trick with you to set my under eye and the rest of my face. I feel like I've been cakey recently, and I think the reason is because I have a lot more product on my brush than I've been realizing. So this has helped me to pick up my product and then tap most of it off my brush. So if you've ever been feeling cakey recently, go ahead and try that because it's really saved my life. And now we're going into bronzer. This is the Morphe Glamabronze in the shade Icon. This is their lightest bronzer. I did want to grab a shade deeper, but this actually worked out really nicely for me. It's a really pretty natural, just a little bit of a tan hint. So I'm happy that I was forced to buy this one. Everything else was sold out by the time I went to go get it. So darn. And now I'm just packing on blush here. This is Nars Orgasm. I always come back to this blush. If you guys have been on my channel here for a while, you know this is one of my favorites. I use it all the time. I'm tapping any excess I have onto my forehead and down my nose and a little bit on my chin just to really make myself look sunburnt. Now I'm going in with this highlighter. This is the Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Again, this is another one of my obsessions. I'm going over top of my liquid highlighter with this. It's gorgeous, so I have double the highlight on. I'm super glowy, super bronzy. I'm living for this. I live for this every day. But anyway, I'm just going around and doing the rest of my face. I did really intensely highlight my brow bone there just because I can. I don't know what else to say. And then for my nose, I tend to go back and forth between my finger and a brush. And then to set my face, I am using my Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray, and I'm using the flat side of my sponge to soak up any excess powder or product that is on my face that is not being utilized. And this just really helps to blend everything and melt everything into your skin and make it look even more natural. And then I'm using 3 shades for my lower lash line, which I kind of just skipped through because I couldn't find the best footage. I'm trying to talk so fast here. I used the shade Sandy, and then I went in with Deep End, and then I went in with a little bit of SPF, and then again here with Deep End, I am lightly lining by stamping this flat liner brush onto my top lash line, and then add mascara and lashes, and the eye look is done. I'm just going au naturel and setting my brows with a tinted brow gel, which I will leave linked down below. And then I'm doing a nude lip, so I'm going in with this really pretty warm brown lip liner to line my lips, and then I'm filling it in with MAC's Kinda Sexy, which is another kind of warm nude. And then to top my lips off, I'm using a shimmy from Morphe. I did try to get that lip gloss collection they came out with the rest of the collection, but unfortunately I was too late, kind of like the bronzer, so I went with this because I thought this would be a really pretty summer gloss as well. But that is all I have. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.